Hey guys, it's me Lunar and welcome back to another H1Z1 video. Today I'm going to be quickly going over what I think are some good sensitivity settings. Everyone plays different, but in the gameplay of this video, you can see I do get plenty of kills using them. Now I was only testing these in combat training because it's the place where you can get loads of kills very quickly if you know what you're doing. But also I use them during this victory so they can be useful in the actual main game. First, if the video is helpful, leave a like. Now I do have some tips to give you guys on getting kills, but it is still a work in progress. In the meantime, I'm going over my sensitivity settings so you guys can test them out for yourself. Let's start with the controller sensitivity. If you're a pro player, you may want to ramp this up to 100 lightning quick speeds. I assume everyone watching this though is not a pro player, and so I have mine set to 45%. I like it a little faster, but the issue that you will have is there's no separate vertical and horizontal sensitivity setting. So I need to keep this low for now, based on where I need my vertical sensitivity to be. Any higher and my up and down movement is just too high. But at 45%, I'm still fast enough to get kills. Next up is your scope. This is your sensitivity when aiming with any weapon with a scope, like the sniper rifle and the AR-15. Just any weapon with a scope. I have this set to 35 since you're hitting targets far away. Smaller movements can move your crosshair bigger distances, so I like to keep this very low. And in a game like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, for example, you may want to put this higher because you do a lot of stationary shooting. But H1Z1 is different in that you can scope while you're moving, and your movement doesn't affect your trajectory of your bullet too much. So I find less movement is easier to deal with because I like to scope kill while moving, as it's a good way to avoid being hit. On the other hand, some of your sniper rifles, you may want to stand stationary because you can't fire very quickly, so you want to may stand still to shoot it, and 35% is kind of good enough to hit targets at the same time. So is a balance between using something like AR-15 where you may want to move and shoot, and something bigger which you may want to stand still and shoot. So 35% was a good amount. Finally guys, that leaves us with aimed sensitivity or ADS. This is probably the most important one because it's probably the one that you will use the most. I have this set to 35%. I don't want very much movement at all. Once I have actually aimed at my sight, I want to stay on the target. Still have enough movement there for close quarter combats if I need it, but essentially I don't want my aim to move very much once I actually aim. Now this really only works if you follow this tip. Use your fast controller sensitivity, which is set to 45%, so it's slightly higher, to quickly move your crosshair onto a target. But then, and only then, do you actually aim and shoot. A lot of players make the mistake that they aim first down their sights and try to move it close to the target. Since the crosshair is not actually on the target already, they need faster sensitivity settings to move and follow and target an enemy, making their accuracy a lot less. But if you move your crosshair first, don't panic aim and shoot. Only after your crosshair is on the target do you aim down the sights and actually fire. Now it's not always possible to do, but you try your hardest and it should work a lot of the time. I have more to say on that, but I will leave it for my aiming tips video. The only other two settings I've changed in here are the vehicle is set to 60 and I've ramped my brightness up to 50. But that is my sensitivity settings. As you can see, getting kills is not really a problem using them, and if you're still struggling for kills, it's not really your sensitivity that's the issue, and I will go over some other tips I use to help get kills, as there are a lot more. But anyway guys, that is it for this video. I will finish by showing the rest of this gameplay. Let me know in the comments though if you use different settings to these, so other players can see what you're using. I'll be back soon with more H1Z1 videos, so make sure to subscribe and check out the links on screen for similar content. Anyway, thanks for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out.